INC spokesperson Edwin Zabala was asked whether the National Rally for Peace was political, given that it was essentially held in defense of Vice President Sara Duterte.
It's a question of perspective, perhaps. It's a question of opinion. Kasi sa atin, hindi siya political. It's very practical. Magpatawaran tayo, magkaisa tayo, magkaroon tayo ng kapayapaan. It takes work.
Okay, so good day everybody. AttorNEIL is back for another video at ngayon po may gusto lang ako i-discuss tungkol dun sa recently concluded Rally for Peace po ng Iglesia ni Cristo. So unang-una po gusto ko lang i-discuss kung ano ba talaga yung legal basis kung bakit pinapayagan or nakaka-conduct po tayo ng mga ganitong mass gatherings at mass rallies kung saan nakadeliver po tayo ng mga religious and or political speeches. At yung second question naman po natin is kung bakit ba to pinapayagan talaga ng government despite po the security and safety risks that it carries. And yung last lang din po i-discuss ko for today is kung ano ba talaga yung importance sa mga ganitong events. Kung hindi ba to siya sagaba lang or pampagulo sa community at kung paano naman daw kung yung isang peace rally ibigla daw naging political rally, kung may apekto po ba yan. So yan po yung magiging discussion natin for today. Okay, so yung first question po natin is kung ano ba yung legal basis ng mga ganitong events. At ang yung legal basis po natin dyan is none other than the Constitution itself. So ibig sabihin po, pag constitutionally protected, hindi po yan pwede basta-basta lang pakialaman or i-regulate ng government natin. So bigyan ko po kayo ng example para mas naintindihan ninyo. Example, may isa pong organization nag-conduct ng rally na ganito. Tapos in that first rally, may mention silang mga political figures, may kinriticize silang mga political figures, pero yung mga criticism naman po are all based on mga actions lang din ng political figures na yun in relation to government activities. So yun po, may mga nagrally, kinriticize nila yung political figure. Tapos biglang yung political figure na yun, nabalitaan yun, tapos nainis siya. Ngayon, naisipan niya gumawa ng batas. So ito po, let's say congressman yung kinikriticize dun sa first rally. So yung congressman na yun po, nabalitaan niya yun, tapos biglang naisipan niya na ayoko na makriticize ako sa mga ganitong rally. Tapos naisipan niya, nag-enact siya ngayon ng Republic Act, let's say Republic Act 9999. Tapos sabi niya doon, bawal na mag-conduct ng political rallies or religious rallies yung individuals kung saan lumampas 1,000 or lumampas 1 million attendees. Bawal na yon. So kung ganyan po, hindi po yan siya ma-approve yung mga ganyang batas because most likely it will be declared as unconstitutional for being violative po of our constitutionally protected right to free speech and freedom of expression and to peacefully assemble. So yan po talaga yung kailangan nating tandaan regarding this right natin. So sa mga curious po, yung exact provision po niyan is Section 4, Article 3 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. So yung Article 3 po, yan yung Bill of Rights natin. So dyan po sa Section 4, nakalagay po dyan is that we have the right to freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of the press, and to peacefully assemble po kung meron tayong grievances na gusto natin ipaalam sa ating government. So ngayon, punta naman po tayo sa second question natin, and that is kung bakit ba to siya pinapayagan ng government despite po the security and safety risks that it carries. Diba? Kasi kung isipin po ninyo dun sa Quirino Grandstand, halos nasa 2 million po yung umattend. Tapos across numerous provinces, different provinces, nasa 500,000 din po yung umattend. So ngayon, isipin po ninyo, what if po kung yung nandun sa Quirino Grandstand, bigla nilang naisipan magmarcha, tapos pumunta sila ngayon ng EDSA. So pag ganun, may possible safety and security risk po, diba? So sa tingin ko naman po, meron kayong idea kung bakit, diba? Dahil this is nga po what we call a constitutionally protected right. At hindi lang to siya basta-basta pong right natin. This is one of the fundamental rights po talaga natin under our Constitution. So pag ganyan po kasi, when it involves fundamental rights po natin, hindi po yan siya pwede pakialaman basta-basta ng government despite po of a possible safety or security risk lang, okay? So sa ganito po, ang isa po sa mga tests na ina-apply is what we call the clear and present danger test. So sa test po na yan, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, pag meron na pong isang clear and present danger of a substantive evil that the government has a right to protect against. Okay, so in English ko po muna, wag kayo maglalay, translate ko rin po yan. So kung sa Tagalog pa po, kung meron pong isang klaro and talagang delikadong presensya ng isang masamang mangyayari na pwede talaga protektahan ng government against. Okay, so yan po yung ibig sabihin yan. Medyo magulo pero hopefully nakuha po niyo yung substance. Pero para po mas magkaintindihan tayo, magbibigay na lang po ako ng example talaga. So let's say po in a rally, ang sinasabi na ng mga nagsasalita is nagpo-promote na po sila ng unlawful activity or the commission of a certain crime, okay? So pag ganun po, since dun, masama na yung pinopromote nila, unlawful na yung pinopromote nila, krimen na yung pinopromote nila, pag ganyan, pwede na po mag-step in yung government kasi dun, meron na pong clear and present danger talaga, diba? Klaro na po at may presensya na po talaga ng danger. Pero kung let's say if it's just criticism, religious speech, yan, hindi po yan pwede pakialaman ng government kasi karapatan po talaga natin yan as citizens of the Republic of the Philippines to conduct religious or political speeches. So stated differently po, kung haka-haka lang naman na posibleng magmarcha yan sa EDSA, ganyan-ganyan, yun po, walang clear and present danger because those are only assumptions naman po. Okay, so yan po yung best example na pwede kong mabigay in a situation like this. Okay, so before po tayo proceed guys sa last question natin, just a quick reminder lang po to everyone, kung nasa YouTube po kayo and you're enjoying my videos, wag po kalimutan mag-subscribe, at kung nasa Facebook or TikTok po kayo, wag niyo po kalimutan mag-follow. Ngayon punta na po tayo sa last question natin. Okay, and for our last question for the day is kung ano ba talaga ang kahalagahan ng mga ganitong event. Yung ibang nagsasabi po, sagaba lang daw to, pampagulo, nagkukos lang daw ng traffic, tapos yung religious rally, bigla daw naging political rally, kaya yun, pampagulo nga lang daw. Pero regardless po kung pampagulo lang siya or kung nakakos ng traffic, importante pa rin po talaga na ginagawa yung mga ganitong events ng different political or religious organizations. And that is because po the right to free speech natin, to freedom of expression, is one of the pillars po talaga yan ng isang democratic country. Okay? At para po sa mga hindi nakakaalam kung ano talaga ibig sabihin ng democratic country, ang ibig sabihin po niyan is that ang boses at ang gustong mangyari or the will of the people ay ang supreme po in a democratic country. Kaya dito po sa atin, yung tao po talaga mismo ang pumipili ng mga leaders because yun nga po, the voice and the will of the people is supreme in a democratic country. Kaya kung tatanggalin po yung right natin to free speech, to freedom of expression, pag mawala yung boses natin, the voice and the will of the Filipino people will be defeated. So mawawala po yung essence ng pagiging isang democratic country ng ating bansa. Therefore po, these rallies, these events are talagang importante po regardless pa po kung sino yung gumagawa. May it be dito, yung pinaka-recent is yung Iglesia ni Cristo, or let's say yung Catholic Church naman po yung gumawa, or let's say Adventist Church din po nagrally, or let's say mga political parties naman po nagrally like the DDS group, the liberals, and so on and so forth. So dun po sa mga binigay kong example, di ba? Iba-iba po yung political at religious views ng mga groups and organizations na yon. However, despite their differences po, we should learn to respect and appreciate po every time a certain group or a certain party exercises their right to freedom of expression, to freedom of speech, because every time they do that po, they are simply exercising one of our fundamentally protected rights under the Constitution. Okay? At kung nagagawa po nila yan ng iba't ibang grupo despite their political and religious differences, ang panalo po talaga dyan is none other than the people of the Philippines themselves. Kasi kung ganyan po, ibig sabihin healthy pa yung democracy sa bansa natin. And lastly po, kung sa tingin po ninyo is yung peace rally nagkaroon po ng bahid ng political rally, wala pong problema doon because they simply exercise their right to free speech and freedom of expression. So wala po talagang problema doon because religious speech and political speech are both covered and protected by this right po natin under the Constitution. Okay, so yung mga other groups po na hindi pabor doon sa mga ginawa nitong Iglesia ni Cristo doon sa recent rally nila, hindi naman po kayo prohibited to exercise also your right to free speech. As a matter of fact, yung pag-criticize po ng ibang grupo, that is also a form of them exercising their free speech. Okay, so pwede po yan. You can always criticize or you can also perform your own rally or conduct your own speeches. Okay, so at the end of the day, this is simply an exercise of our fundamentally protected right under the Constitution, specifically that of our right to free speech, freedom of expression, of the press, and to peaceably assemble. Okay? Okay, so medyo paulit-ulit na tayo sa dulo, pero yun po, kailangan ko po kasi talaga i-emphasize at ipaintindi sa inyo kung ano talaga yung importansya ng karapatan nating ito. So hopefully klaro yun guys. If you like legal educational videos to current events, follow lang po kayo sa akin sa social media. And until next time, see you all po. Bye-bye! Have a great day everybody!